says he feels good about where the team is at ahead of their first match.
It's been a long 2 weeks, hard 2 weeks, but guys are in a great position.
The U.S. opens the World Cup against Paraguay tomorrow in Los Angeles. More than 5,000 fans attended a practice session in Irvine on Monday.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Love showing the colors of your favorite team? Whether it's red and white, blue and gold, green and white, or the red, white, and blue. Show your pride 24/7 with a MyPlates personalized plate. Create yours today at MyPlates.com.
AM 1300 The Zone. One. To find FS1 on your television, go to foxsports.com for details. FS1. Go to foxsports.com for details.
Two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio. LeVar Arrington, Jonas Knox with you here. Coming up top of next hour, a little over 10 minutes from now, we're going to catch up with our guy, Albert Breer. Lots of conversation going on in the world of football. That'll be yours here again a little over 10 minutes from now. By the way, trained to push past the pain, not athletes, just people trafficked every day right here in the United States, sometimes by someone they trusted during the World Cup. Help us break the silence. Visit bluecampaign.gov/World Cup to learn more. Paid for by the Department of Homeland Security. And speaking of the World Cup, don't miss Team USA's first game of the group stage tomorrow, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time, right here on Fox. It's USA versus Paraguay live from SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. And, we mentioned Albert Breer being a Thursday tradition on the show. We also have another tradition on the show. This is where we hand out awards. And normally you got to go all the way back through the past several days to hand out an award for our Express Pros Pro of the Week. But, based on what we saw last night, the fact that it is the story of all stories when it comes to the world of sports today, our Express Pros Pro of the Week this week goes to
5.7 left. No timeouts remaining. Anunoby is handed the ball. Finds Brunson at midcourt. Launches a straight on three. Missed it short. Tipped by Anunoby. He put it in. Anunoby put it in. The Knicks take the lead with 1.2 to go. Anunoby out of nowhere.
Knicks Radio Network on the call. He is your Express Pros Pro of the Week, OG Anunoby, which, by the way, if you go and are looking for a futures bet, if your name is Brendan Sorsby, you can go to DraftKings and the futures bet on the MVP in the series. Jalen Brunson is your favorite at -135, but OG Anunoby sitting there at +280. He is second when it comes to potential MVP in the series. But OG Anunoby, based on that play last night, is your Express Pros Pro of the Week. Tired of endless job board searches? With Express Employment Professionals, one application connects you to multiple jobs, and job seekers never pay a fee. Get weekly pay, local support, and real opportunities. Visit expresspros.com today. That's expresspros.com. I don't think they'd end up giving it to OG Anunoby, but you never know, man. I mean, if he could if he has another game like that, all of a sudden the conversation becomes real, because while Jalen Brunson has had clutch shot after clutch shot, there have been times where it's been real difficult for him to get a flow going. And OG Anunoby just plays well, man, and doesn't get a fraction of the coverage or the attention that Jalen Brunson does.
Well, because Jalen Brunson gets the coverage and the attention that he's deserving of. And that just is what it is. The reality of it is that there is no OG Anunoby in this situation if there's no Jalen Brunson.
Damn.
Well, that's any of them. He's the engine to the car.
So you're saying that Jalen Brunson intentionally missed that shot to give OG Anunoby an opportunity to have the tip in what Mike Brown called the greatest shot in the history of New York basketball.
He had to be a part of it. Absolutely. That wasn't a rebound. That was an assist.
It's like the hockey play, the old hockey assist. Yeah, I got you.
And I bet your faithful 5 fans, or your ex will sit there and be like, LeVar's so dumb. He really thought that was a pass. I'm changing stations. I thought He meant that.
Hold on a second. Why do I only have 3 or 5? Why there's no more fans than that?
You literally have 5 groupies that's it. Your following doesn't grow. You just have the same little degenerate cats that sit there and do what they do on your feed. I'm about to block you, dog.
What, me?
Yeah, because
I'm not doing anything.
Your people. I don't like your people.
Hey, I post and ghost. I post, hey, this is where we're coming on, and this is where you can hear us, and then that's it. I don't even go on after that. I refuse to.
Yeah.
Too toxic, man. Like
people are toxic.
Going on social media is like, standing outside Madison Square Garden in a Spurs jersey.
Or walking into your hotel room as a Spur.
Hey, it's Jonas Knox. Trained to push past the pain, not athletes, just people. Men, women, and children who are trafficked every day in communities across the United States, sometimes by someone they trusted, sometimes by their own family. While millions watch the World Cup, they're fighting to survive in silence. Blue Campaign hopes to harness the global energy of the World Cup to help raise awareness and break the silence of human trafficking. Get informed. Visit bluecampaign.gov/World Cup to learn the facts, end the misconceptions, and start the conversation.
It's here. King of the Hill and WD-40 brand present the limited edition King of the Hill WD-40 Collector's Can. Available now exclusively at the Home Depot, in-store and online. How many are you grabbing? One for you, one for your dad, and one for every Hank in your life. Get your King of the Hill WD-40 Collector's Can today before they're gone. Watch the new season of the Hulu original King of the Hill on July 20th. Streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply. Available nationwide for a limited time while supplies last. Availability varies by location and online.
From the Lorenz and Lorenz Traffic Center.
Over a 30-minute backup this morning due to construction work on I-35 northbound from 183 over to Runberg. Delays here start from Highway 290. The left lane's blocked off by a wreck on 130 southbound at Tesla Road. There's also a crash on Highway 71 eastbound at Buck and Wolf Lane, causing delays to start from Kellum Road. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Plumbing Outfitters.
Plumbing Outfitters.
No dispatch fees and clear upfront pricing, so there's no awkward surprises when the work is done. Just complete clarity. License 41984.
Your guide for all things plumbing.
Friday, Christian Pulisic and the U.S. kick off their World Cup dream on a huge night in L.A. USA, Paraguay, Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Fox and streaming free on Tubi.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
DraftKings Sports is live in all 50 states. Yes, that means you, Texas. The whole world is watching one tournament right now. Group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time heartbreak. The DraftKings Sports app now is live in Texas. So whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or late match at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Texas, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers sign up with code AM1300. Spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards. That's code AM1300. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issue in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends June 28th. Terms DKNG.com/predictions promo.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Livestrong supports the first responder ride from Boston to New York. Register at livestrong.org/ride.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth partying with the leftover guitar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer, Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
Wembanyama against Robinson, pulls back out. His handle for his size is just hard to believe. Spins, falling away, flips it up and bangs it home. Here comes the double team, kicks it back out. Harper swings it, good ball movement. Alvarado trying to front and doing a good job. He falls down. Fox has to shoot and knocks it down. Everything going in for San Antonio. The Spurs, though, got to love to see. That's what Johnson does best. He has not had a great playoff series. Anunoby with the flush. And giving the Knicks fans some hope right now. Leaning in, trying to draw the foul. Brunson has it. Shot clock at 4. Brunson gets inside. Right-handed off the glass. It's good. And it's a 7-point game. Brunson with Wemby on him. Drives, pulls back. Shot clock at 5. Brunson fires up a 3. Puts it in! 1-point game! Brunson on the drive. The floater's up. Shot won't go. Rebound deflected. In the backcourt. Fox has a chance to get it. Fox has it inside. Blocked by Anunoby. Brunson gets it. Fires up a 3. Shot no good. The tip. It's gone! It's gone! It's gone! With 1.2 remaining. Knicks take the lead. OG Anunoby. And it's 107-106. That inbounded, nobody guarded him, and he went, no timeouts left. They have to get it in. Harper lobs it inside. Castle has it, lost it. That's it. It's over. The greatest comeback in NBA playoff history. The Knicks pull off the miracle comeback.
Good morning, Austin, K-Town, Pflugerville, H-Town, Pearland, Mo City, El Paso,
San Antonio, and Silsbee, Texas.
or wherever you may be listening. This is a Throwback Thursday edition of the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300. The Zone, and always free on the iHeart.
I like dessert.
Hey, let's snatch the feet from the jaws of victory in an epic failure by the San Antonio Spurs. Joey McGuire speaks on the Sorsby case. Eric Henry of Horns 247 joins us at 7:34. Texas baseball coach Jim Schlossnagle joins us from Omaha at 8 a.m. Fab 5 member Ray Jackson joins us at 8:17 to recap the Spurs, and World Cup action starts today. I am your host, Mike Hardball Hardge. My co-host is a WWE Hall of Famer and recognized as the world's strongest man. He is the Mark Henry.
Good morning, Austin.
And, of course, we got our guy Marcus behind the boards. And if you want to be a part of the show, all you got to do is text the word Texas followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. That's the word Texas followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. Also, today is your day. Voice your opinion. Please, please, please voice your opinion by using the talkback feature on the new and improved and always free iHeartRadio app. Leave the voicemail because I'm sure you have a lot to talk about, especially when it comes to the San Antonio Falcons. I mean, Spurs. They had an epic failure. It reminded me of the
Falcons.
Of the Atlanta Falcons.
What
they
was
have
it?
a lead, 28-3.
Yeah.
Yeah, 28-3. You had a 29-point lead. People were already turning off their TVs. They were down at Fiesta having a party. They were ready in San Antonio to tear up the city. But what did you do? You made them tear it up anyway, because the way the game went yesterday was not cool. And now we are sitting here looking at the Knicks, who win 107-106, and they are 48 minutes away from turning New York into a scene from The Dark Knight Rises. Gotham is going to be on fire.
Hey, hide you remember the dude? Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Yes.
Listen, stay inside, guys. It's gonna be like that movie, The Purge.
It's ridiculous, man.
Like, I would not listen. I love New York, but I would not want to be in New York if they won an NBA championship. That would. The We Outside people are like an army. Like, it's like hundreds of thousands of them.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to call the National Guard. I'm not exaggerating. Like, there's not enough policemen in New York to be able to monitor all of this. They need help.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a mess. And I'm saying this like it's foreseen already that it's gonna happen. But I'm just saying, be prepared. I'm a preemptive striker, Hardge. I believe in preparing. They should call. They have all the links to politics. Like, pull the card, governor, mayor, call and say, hey, we need the National Guard surrounding the city at all the gates, because it's going to be a wreck.
Look, man, this is the deal for me. And basketball is basketball. We get it. They scored 76 points. 76 points in the first half. Do you understand how hard it is to score 76 points in the first half?
In a half.
And then in the second half, you scored 30 combined.
No, that game sucked.
It was awful in the second half. And the one thing that I continue to look at is, we can talk about the end of the game. We'll talk about that here in just a second. Matter of fact, we'll hear from
the whole show. We're going to talk about.
We can hear from De'Aaron Fox in just a second, talking about the play. But the fact of the matter is, you should have never gotten to that point.
No.
And credit to the Knicks. I'm not taking anything away from what the New York Knicks did. You know what they did not do? They did not quit. They kept playing. They went all the way through. They said, hey, man, we're going to go down. We're playing in front of our home fans. We're New York tough. We got to continue this fight. They did. The Spurs gave the game away because they turned into the Houston Rockets. Kept shooting threes instead of tacking the rim.
Did somebody say that yesterday?
It's unbelievable that we are sitting here watching a NBA Finals game.
You never saw what you saw yesterday. Has never, ever happened in the history of the NBA. You can go back to the ABA, and I guarantee you they'll say it never happened there either.
It's just
29 points to a loss.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, I'm going to have to do some investigating in the ABA. But we know for a fact that in the history of the NBA, it's never happened.
Yep.
That's not where you want to, that's not the side of history or a statistic that you want to be connected to.
Yeah, that's this whole thought process of what we saw last night is
it was hard to come in and talk about this.
It's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking. But I want you to hear the final call in Espanol.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bronson, a distancia.
I love that. I love that. I wish it would have been the Spurs that made the shot. I wish it would have been the Spurs that found a way to get it done. I wish it would have been De'Aaron Fox who is getting roasted. He is getting roasted on social media, and rightfully so.
Have them scored. Try to get a layup, get up three. Make them force them to get a three. And OG made a good block.
We turned OG
stupid, or are you stupid?
Facts. This is the thing that bothers me. We just turned OG Anunoby into LeBron James. LeBron James, when he went down and blocked that shot on Iguodala.
Yep.
Changed the entire series. They won the championship.
They did win the series after that.
They won the championship. Here's the other part of it. You had a chance right there as a veteran. Know the situation. You know that you are hurt. You know that you are not as fast as you normally are. There's no reason for you. You dribble that all the way around. They got to foul you. You go to the free throw line, and hopefully you knock them down and don't miss them like Wemby. Wemby's had two chances to be immortalized. He missed the jumper at home. When the ball came to him, his 16-foot jumper that he always takes, missed it.
Yeah.
Get to the free throw line last night, missed not one, but two free throws. And I know he's young. De'Aaron Fox is not. De'Aaron Fox is $229 million veteran. People are mad in San Antonio.
Oh, they big mad?
They big mad.
Oh, no, they're not big mad.
Big mad.
Really?
So let me ask you. I know you got some more to say about this, but I want you to hear from your guy, terrible Mr. Charles Barkley.
Okay, what did we see? We saw the dumbest basketball team in the history of civilization.
Oh, wow.
We saw they had a 25-point lead, took eight straight threes. Like, they thought to get, like, that was some of the most mismanaged, stupid basketball. Hey, when you blow a 29-point lead, the other team has to help you. The San Antonio Spurs help the New York Knicks win this game by doing some of the stupid-ass stuff I've ever seen on a basketball court.
Charles lost his professionalism.
Man, hey.
That he was so emotional that he just forgot he was on air and just he became the locker room guy. And rightfully so.
He ain't wrong.
He not wrong. And right, like I said, rightfully so. Guys, there are times where the best teacher is experience. And I keep saying this. The Spurs don't have that teacher. They're living their moments right now. I remember the same thing happened to the Lakers. Back when Kobe was a rookie in his second year, they tried to give Kobe the ball in clutch situations, and he failed. His second year, he failed. But his third year, Kobe started to knock those shots down. He started to wave off coaching calls. They're telling him what to do. Kobe like, no, I got this. Spurs aren't there yet. They don't have that.
Well, they better find it, because right now what they're about to find is themselves vacationing and wondering how we lost those games.
They won't go to Galveston, though.
No.
This is the finals.
No, they're going to the creek.
No, they get to go to the south of France. They high on the house. They're gonna live high on the hog, right?
Nah, man, they don't deserve that right now. From after what I saw,
when we gonna take them to the south of France?
Yeah, Wemby might need to go on another retreat with Aaron Rodgers. We're just getting started here on the morning kickoff on
Listen,
Sports
man,
Radio.
I was about to drink
AM
something.
1300 The Zone. Coming up next, Joey McGuire sounds. Yeah, I'll let y'all hear it right here on the morning kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeart Radio app.
voice of the Horns. Craig Way on 1300 The Zone. Weekdays at 2.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there
for a weekend full of superstar performances. Capital One cardholders, pre-sale is live right now.
Your first access to iHeartRadio Music Festival tickets.
Plus the chance to add an access pass for an exclusive pre-concert event
with Weezer.
48 hours while they last. Get yours at iHeartRadio.com/Capital One.
From the Lorenz and Lorenz Traffic Center.
The drive on I-35 northbound this morning is improving from 183 over to Runberg Lane. You're still stop and go, but right now only about a 15-minute delay. Over on Highway 71 eastbound, got a crash over at Buck and Wolf Lane, causing delays from Kellum Road. And the left lane's blocked off by a crash going southbound on the 130 toll road at Tesla Road. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com or call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
Since 1936, Shipley Donuts has been a Texas tradition, and now Dripping Springs wakes up with them. Start your mornings right with fresh baked donuts, soft warm kolaches, and hot coffee made fresh daily at Shipley Donuts, located at 13341 West Highway 290 in Dripping Springs. They're open bright and early at 5 a.m. because at Shipley's, donuts don't just taste good, they make people happy. Skip the line and order ahead at shipleydonuts.com or on the Shipley's app. Start happy, stay happy.
We are so back. National Outlet Shopping Day is coming to Simon Premium Outlets and Mills locations June 11th to 14th. Get 4 days of jaw-dropping deals at the biggest outlet savings event of the year. And pro tip, our savings guide has exclusive limited time offers for your local center. Visit nationaloutletShoppingDay.com for details. It's an unreal deals thing, only at Simon Premium Outlets and Mills.
This year, North America will be the center of the soccer universe, hosting the biggest sporting event in the world. 48 nations and 104 matches, as every player puts it on the line for their country. And BetOnline has you covered with live lines and player props from Sportsbook Casino the whole tournament. Enjoy the freedom of online gaming at BetOnline, where the action moves with you and every moment is yours. Make 26 your year. Bet on at BetOnline.
It's time to warm up that scoreboard and get ready to bring home the win with Specs. Specs has you covered with lower prices on all your favorite fan fuel. From craft beer, rare spirits, and world-class wine to chips, dips, and gourmet finer foods. And with same-day delivery when you order online or through the app, Specs is your MVP for the biggest score of the game. At Specs, the fun starts here.
Here's to you, cheers to savings. This July 4th, come celebrate at America's Block Party, hosted by America 250. America's Block Party is a can't-miss 4th of July concert happening at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. Experience music performances from major artists, patriotic tributes, and the kickoff to Giving Forth, helping to make July 4th the largest day of giving in American history. It's more than just fireworks. Learn more about this landmark celebration at america250.org.
Good things come in fours. Like ukulele strings, boy band members, and PayPal Pay in 4. No fees, no interest, no impact on your credit score. Just the flexibility to pay the way that works for you. Strum it, hum it, pay it in 4. Download the PayPal app to get started. Subject to approval. Learn more at paypal.com/payin4. PayPal Inc. NMLS 910457.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Texas football plays here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
about the epic collapse of the the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, don't be putting that on Texas.
Well, I wasn't. But I was about to say we'll be talking Texas with our guy Eric Henry of Horns 247
Info
in the next segment. And of course, don't forget we have Texas baseball coach Jim Schlossnagle live from Omaha as he tells us about the trip and the send-off that they had yesterday. And Ray Jackson will talk more about the Spurs. Fab Five, Ray Jackson will be joining us at 8:17. The story that keeps on giving is the Brendan Sorsby quarterback for the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And I know we are a Texas show. We are the home of the Texas Longhorns. We got the voice of the Texas Longhorns, Craig Way, on the show as well. But you sit here and you look at college athletics, and no coach, no collective, no group, no presidents, no conference wants to be involved in this situation. You don't ever wish this upon anybody.
In what situation?
Gambling.
Okay.
Student athletes gambling. This is something that, if you remember, Coach Steve Sarkisian was asked about this earlier.
When it first was brought up.
And he said, this is a bad idea to let kids gamble.
Yeah.
The one thing that I continue to go to with this situation, and I'm standing 10 toes down on this, the story was black and white, period.
Yeah.
There's no gray in this. You bet on sports. And I said it before, you bet on a sport that you played and you bet on your team.
You're out. Done.
People have had less wagers than what this young man had and have never played college football again. Now, Joey McGuire is going to talk about this, and then we are going to discuss what Joey said.
Brendan Sorsby is recovering from an addiction. He's recovering. I've sat down with this young man multiple times, and the things that he is going through and what he's been through is serious. As a society, we've been okay with other things that happens and allowing players to play, and this has been the one thing that has united people that we're against. And it's crazy because it's not murder, it's not beating somebody, so there's a lot of things that we're working through.
Okay. You want to go first or you want me to go?
I want to go first.
Okay.
Why would he compare this to murder? Why Sean Adams, the great late Sean Adams, used to say, "Don't give off ramps." This is a grown-up that's in charge of a lot of money. That's somebody that's looked at as in a powerful position. Why would you lower yourself to comparing something like gambling to murder? Why would you do that? How is that going to benefit the kid? How is that going to benefit the situation? How is it going to benefit the university? It makes everybody look bad.
Let's stop comparing and address the situation. Let's not bring in other people's issues when you need to worry about what's going on at your house.
Ooh.
That is the problem that I have with this story. It's so easy for someone to say, well, look over there. They're doing this. You going to worry about our university? Yes.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
It's your turn.
It's your turn. You are in a spot right now. You are in a spot right now where if you are truly trying to help him, why is it that he gets to play?
Why is it about football now?
Because you think that he is going to be okay? You just told us he has an addiction, and you know what addicts do? They fight every day to not go down that road. So you're telling me football is his outlet? Could be. Might be. But what else is helping him? I've talked to him. I've spent time with him. I've done this. I've done that. Listen, I get it. There are a lot of people that are doing a lot of different things, but that's not the same sound. It's the whole conversation of everything that's going on, and people truly are deflecting. The fact of the matter is that he bet on his team. It's black and white. There's nothing else. And every time somebody compares it to something else, it drives me nuts. It's like, let's talk about his problem. Because you're telling us.
Or not. Don't talk about it.
But we have to, because they keep bringing it to us and trying to make it about, we're looking out for him. We're worried about his well-being. Well, if you're really worried about his well-being, it would be more than 35 days.
Jordan McGuire has diarrhea of the mouth. He is the one that keeps going to the media.
Not Joey, Cody Campbell.
Cody Campbell's
the one.
Keeps going to the media and running off and bringing it up in all these different sources. And it's just horrible.
Yeah. Marcus, will you pull that Cody Campbell right now and play the donkey of the day?
College football, if you're going to go strictly by integrity, and I've been very critical of Georgia, very critical about teams, including my own school at Indiana, that played a kid after a DUI. But I would say that as a coach, I guess raised by a parent that was a principal in Gary, Indiana, and Coach Knight, I'd say at what point does actual integrity come in and you say, look, dude, you bet on your team. We're going to take care of you, but you can't play.
Hey, look, but again, there are kids that are playing that have gotten DUIs, that have beaten up women. There are kids that have committed horrible acts. I mean, nobody boycotted to play Penn State a few years ago when that horrible situation happened there. I mean, it was.
Well, can I ask you then, why do you think people are wanting to boycott in this particular situation?
Well, it's because
you're
Texas
right about all of it.
It's because.
Hardge. Go ahead.
Why would he compare this to people that were sexually assaulted? This is not the same category.
Agreed.
You're gonna bring in gambling, and then he talked about what happened other places. Like, everybody is forgetting that this guy broke the rule. He broke the rule. He broke the law. You pay your price. If I go outside right now, get in my car, drive 100 miles an hour down 360.
You'll be a Georgia Bulldog.
I would be a Georgia. You're right. And then I got to stop. I got to stop. It's a 55. I'm going to have to pay the price. Whatever comes with that. I mean, 50 miles an hour over the speed limit, they're probably going to take me to jail.
For sure. But you have consequences for your actions.
There's a consequence for your action.
Yeah.
That's not what we're getting here.
Cody Campbell said that Texas Tech is a disruptor. You're not.
You don't win.
You didn't even score points in the playoffs. Listen, I get it. You went and got a quarterback. You knew he was damaged goods when you went and got him. It's like trading for a pitcher that just had Tommy John. He's damaged. We don't know what it's going to be like, but it's got to be figured out. And this, well, we're like everybody else. No, you're not. No, you're not. Stop it. I'm just so frustrated with the way that they keep covering this thing up. The fact is, you bet, period.
And it's about money.
Coming up next, we're going to talk to our guy, Eric Henry of Horns 247. We'll get his thoughts on this situation. And, of course, he's got a bunch of articles over at Horns 247 that you don't want to miss. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
From the Lorenz and Lorenz Traffic Center.
A crash blocks off the left lane on the 130 toll road southbound at Tesla Road. Some good news on I-35 northbound, though. All lanes are back open between 183 and Runberg Lane. Speeds are back to normal, but you are kind of backed up on the northbound side of I-35 from 45 up to William Cannon, right now adding about 10 minutes to your morning commute. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment.
Rev up Father's Day gift giving at summitracing.com. You'll find unique gifts, parts, tools, accessories, and more. Or give the perfect card, a Summit Racing gift card. Shop summitracing.com, plus enroll in the rewards program to get more power in every purchase.
Before they can cheer your name, you've got to make one. At Spurs Sports Academy, we're helping young athletes do just that with year-round basketball camps and tournaments for kids of all ages. It's all part of our mission of inspiring lifelong memories and building character through competition. To find your way to play, text HOOPS to 210-444-5021 or head over to spurs.com/sportsacademy.
It's a sale. Right now, every service needed for your vehicle is on sale at any of the 3 Leaf Johnson Ford locations, Austin, Manor, and Buda. And we're wide open. Tires, brakes, oil changes for only $39.99 with synthetic blend oil, tire rotations, and alignments. You name it. Any of the 3 Central Texas locations have it on sale. Can't come see us? We'll come see you with our mobile van on most services, or we'll come pick it up and bring it back. Go to leafjohnson.com and pick your location and time. You'll love it at Leaf, Austin, Buda, and Manor.
Stay connected to Texas athletics and the 40 acres with the LHN app. Watch original content, behind-the-scenes access, interviews, press conferences, highlights, classic Longhorn moments, and select live events. It's your home for Texas athletics content all year long. And with new stories and features dropping all the time, there's always something new to discover. Best of all, the LHN app is free to download and watch. Download the LHN app today and take Texas athletics with you wherever you go. Hook 'em.
For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers the professional-grade products you need to get the job done. With fast delivery you can depend on and access to technical product experts ready to help you meet any challenge. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores.
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Spurs suffered the biggest collapse in NBA Finals history, blowing a 29-point lead as the Knicks rallied for a 107-106 win, take a 3-1 series lead. Game 5 Saturday in San Antonio. College World Series gets underway this weekend. Texas will face Georgia Saturday in Omaha. Angels with a walk-off single in the 10th beat the Astros 3-2 in Anaheim. I'm Rhonda Moss.
This is Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Buyers Barricades.
For traffic control rentals, sales, and 24-hour service, trust Buyers Barricades. From roadway safety to special event traffic planning, they've got Texas covered. Visit buyersbarricades.com and keep Texas roads safe. That's buyersbarricades.com. Visit the site today.
Joy is essential and it's also elusive. But now there's a new and exciting way to start your journey toward a more joyful existence. Joy 101. It's a new podcast hosted by me, Hoda Kotb. If you're craving inspiration to maximize your joy, tune into these candid, uplifting, and moving on-air chats. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Joy 101, and listen now. Joy 101 with Hoda Kotb is presented by CVS.
This World Soccer Report sponsored by Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
The U.S. is getting ready to play its first World Cup match on home soil since 1994. Goalkeeper Matt Freese with a message for fans ahead of the opener.
Believe in us, bring the energy, and we hear each and every one of you.
The U.S. Open's group play against Paraguay tomorrow in Los Angeles. They'll then face Australia June 19th and Turkey June 25th.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
You could win unmatched views of the match during the Twin Peaks Go for the Goal giveaway. Presented by Michelob Ultra and Casamigos. Visit TwinPeaksSoccer.com to enter for a chance to win by June 14th. Twin Peaks eats, drinks, scenic views.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, your home for the Horns.
Welcome back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app. You know what time it is. It's that day, Thursday, where we get a chance to talk to our guy, Eric Henry of Horns 247. You can follow him at Eric C. Henry _. And E, let's get right into it, man. I'm emotional real quick about this Brendan Sorsby, Cody Campbell. Look, and them comparing everything to anything other than betting. And the thing that really drives me nuts about it is it seems like it's a default for people to naturally not take responsibility and talk about what's going on somebody else's house. The thing that bothers me the most, and I want to get your thoughts on it, it's not about anything else. You bet, bro. That's the bottom line to me. You bet on your team while you were on the team, regardless if you participated in the game or not, you bet. What are your thoughts?
As always, good morning. Appreciate y'all having me on. Listen, Hardge, I expect you to have very strong feelings, as we've talked about in the show. You came from a sport where it was very clearly listed, right? What will happen if you bet on games? Okay, look, I'm going to state this first and foremost. Brendan Sorsby did break a rule. I'm not acting as if he did not break a rule. I just find it to be a little more nuanced and complex, right? So for starters, a lot of people are comparing Brendan Sorsby to Pete Rose, right? To me, that is an apples and pomegranate comparison. Pete Rose was a 40, 50-something-year-old man when he was out betting and seemingly did it while he was playing, but we just know during his managerial career. That's step one. Step two, Pete Rose was banished in part, Hardge, I think you would agree with this, not just because he broke the rule. Pete Rose probably be in the Hall of Fame if he hadn't lied up until, 10 years before his death, okay? Right. That he didn't. So there's step one. Step two, there have been cases where people have bet and they aren't just banned for life, okay? Yes, Hunter Dekkers did see his eligibility. Hunter Dekkers, former Iowa State quarterback, for those who don't know, did see his eligibility take stripped from him, right? But I'll use the NFL example. Hardge, Mark, Jameson Williams, the Lions receiver, right? You guys remember a couple years ago, he was on IR. He placed bets from inside the facility. I mean, that's insider trading, if I've ever heard it, right? I think the biggest thing for me is what doesn't sit well with me in terms of this idea of zero tolerance, right? He made these bets as an 18-year-old, so he has got to go, right? And I am referencing the bets he made as an 18-year-old. I don't necessarily care the bets he made on pro sports. I'm talking about just the bets on IU, right?
Yep.
Hey, I am sorry. I am not going to consider an 18-year-old a grown A man, as I've seen, our brother Clarence Hill, quote tweeted me yesterday talking about you can go off to war at 18. And guess what? That doesn't make you any more adult than anyone else. My better half is a veteran. She served in the Iraq War. And we joked about this, that, Mark, she was inspired to sign up for military service because she saw a YouTube ad set to, a trendy pop song at the time, was like, yo, I want to do that. And I said, that sounds like the peak of adult decision-making right there. You signed up for that? That's not adult decision-making. Here's the last point I'll make, right? Because I'm sure y'all will have thoughts. The hypocrisy is something that does not sit well with me, right? So I thought back, as you guys know, especially you, Hardge, I have a ton of pictures from every game I've covered over the 11 years I've done this, right? If you go up until 2 years ago, if you went to Folsom Field of Colorado, you know what you saw in the back of the end zone? An ad for PointsBet, okay? If you went to Michigan State and LSU, you see ads for Caesar Sportsbook. Mm-hmm. Walk into Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium on the sidelines, you see ads for the Texas Lottery. I'm sorry, I cannot ignore the hypocrisy of the NCAA allowing themselves to be embedded with gambling, and then thinking, okay, we have these mature adults, all of the age of 18, 19, 20 years old, who've grown up with a smartphone at their hands the entire time they've known life, and which means they've grown up with gambling apps literally clicks away. There are studies that show, I'll finish on this, that young men between the ages of 12 and 17, 18, 19, one of the biggest addictions they're struggling with is gambling, because it's not like when even when I was in high school, right? And we had one person who was the bookie, right? With kids being stupid, right? Like, yo, we're gonna bet on the Bucks, we're gonna bet on the Rays, and one person held the money, and whoever had that pool, all right, we're gonna take it. You don't have to do that anymore. All I got to do is just go to my phone. So if grown men struggle with this, I don't know why I'm supposed to all of a sudden think that an 18-year-old is immune. So again, you broke the rule, but to me, it's layered. That's my biggest point.
You got something?
I beg to disagree. I mean, you break the rule, you pay the price. And the price that to be paid is the fact that you are not allowed to play in the NCAA if you get caught gambling, not just gambling, but on the sport that you play for the team that you played for. Accept your punishment like a man and keep it moving. And that's not what's going on. They're manipulating the system and the situation based on the fact that it's about money. And I guarantee you, Eric, if this situation was not from a guy that has billions of dollars, this decision would have been already over with.
Mark, I don't disagree with you that Cody Campbell's money has certainly played an influence. There's no doubt about that, right? We talked about this case earlier, on previous appearances. Look at those kids from the University of New Orleans, right? I don't know if you guys ever read the story. Those basketball players who had prop bets, they were betting, not betting, but getting $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 and going to spend it, right? Like, but again, that's not adult decision making. But to your point, Mark, yes. If those, kids who don't look like Brendan Sorsby, don't have a billion year like Brendan Sorsby, can face
the battles.
That is a fair point. Mark, I want to make this point very respectfully, because I have a lot of respect for the business that you were in for, decades, right? I think we can look at that business, and I don't want to put you in a position you have to speak out of turn, right? But
no, I'm a grown up. You can say whatever you want.
Certain enhancements that people in your business may or may not have taken, the punishment probably was different based on the level of status of that performer. Is that fair?
Yes, it is.
Okay. We can use the example, what Jimmy Johnson said in his book, right? That when Evan Smith fell asleep in the meeting. All right, Evan, hey, wake up.
Wake him up.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Mark, but again, there are circumstances in a lot of, let's just say, the world of sports where we see things play out differently. It has never been a one-size-fits-all type of situation.
All right, let's move
you
on.
Can't compare it to entertainment as the Olympics. Now, I live multiple lives. So in the Olympics, you get drug tested and you fail, you're out. There's no rebuttal. There's no conversation about it. We have the evidence. Sorry, you're going to get a 4-year suspension. Then the second time you get the death penalty. So that's the difference. Now in pro wrestling, it's entertainment. It's just like a actor in a movie. You watch some of these big time actors, they go from looking like mortals to looking like superheroes in just a matter of 6 months filming for a movie. So yeah, of course they're on supplements and anabolics and growth hormone and you name it. But that's the price that they're willing to pay that price for what they want. In college football, it's not entertainment. I mean, well, it's entertainment, sports entertainment, but it's not like Hollywood. It's more like the Olympics. It's supposed to be the purity of amateur sports, which of course is no longer amateur, but it's a purity of sport. It's a difference.
Hey, I want to transition. I want to talk Texas football. And, the schedule comes out and there's some interesting times on there, the flex, the afternoon, and all those things. And you wrote something about it. The one thing that glared out to me was that 11 a.m. kickoff in Tennessee. What in the world is going on?
That one stunned me, fellas, that game, which is going to be a premier game. Okay.
Yes.
Texas goes to Tennessee. first time, 100,000 people in Neyland Stadium. Now, listen, I won't complain because that means, and Hardge, you know the way I travel. I might try to get on that 9:45 out of Nashville, be back at the crib same night. But no, I was stunned that was an 11 a.m. kickoff. That seems like it would have been a shoo-in for an afternoon slot. Some of the potential afternoon kicks, even at DKR, right? I guess I'm not stunned that Florida is a 2:30 kick because Florida's coming off a subpar season, right? But even Ole Miss, the possibility of that being an afternoon kick, right? And for those who don't know, the afternoon window can lead you anywhere between 3 and then the night kickoff is 7. But listen, I know Texas fans hate that heat, right? Especially the ones who are on that unshaded side of DKR. So some of those, being afternoon kicks, it's surprising, but definitely Texas and Tennessee, 11 a.m. I mean, that game is going to get, and what if that game is a showcase, barn burner type game? It's going to get lost in the shuffle. But hey, like I said, you might see me back in those Austin streets, by midnight, say, or 11:45 same day. So I'm not mad at that.
Another one that stood out to me was the LSU time, with it being a flex kickoff, whether that's 2:30 or 3:30, like you said, or that 5 to 7 window. Which one do you highly anticipate that one going to?
I think it's going to be a night game, but I do kind of understand that one because, Hardge and Mark, I know obviously, you guys prior to Texas being the SEC was Big 12 country. Growing up in SEC country, the premier game in the SEC was never the night game. Remember, it was always that 3:30 game, right? That Florida, Alabama, Georgia. So it wouldn't shock me if that one gets flexed into that, at least even 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central, right? But it wouldn't shock me if that one gets flexed into that slot.
Well, make sure y'all get over to Horns 247 and check out the latest. He's got a story up right now about the quarterback position. He also has one up about the running back position. He has news about Texas basketball, the big men getting their work in. My man be working, and that's all that truly matters. As always, brother, appreciate you for taking the time this morning. Sorry to take up so much doggone time on Joey, but it is what it is in Scoresby. But I appreciate you hopping on with us, man.
I appreciate y'all, fellas.
There he is, Eric Henry of Horn 247. Make sure you get over there and check out all of the latest. Coming up next, Texas softball, you got to be good. You got to be consistent. And I think they're going to be good and consistent because they made a move yesterday, and it's a local product that will be benefiting. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
The road to Omaha runs through Texas. From Austin to the College World Series, Texas baseball chases championship glory.
Swung on it, the ball hit well. Out to left, say goodnight to a grand slam.
Listen to every pitch.
Strike 3 called right on the inside corner.
On 1300 The Zone.
Slam down the left field line. That's a walk-off. Longhorns win it.
Your home for the Horns. Hook 'em.
America's turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Weekdays through July 4th. Listen for your chance to win $2,500 so you can take the ultimate American getaway. Take that road trip of all the Insta-worthy spots across the country, from bucket list to booked.
Wow.
Win your share of $250,000. Celebrating 250 years of America with iHeartRadio.
From the Lorenz & Lorenz Traffic Center.
A crash blocks off the left lane on the 130 toll road southbound at Tesla Road. Some good news on I-35 northbound, though. All lanes are back open between 183 and Runberg Lane. Speeds are back to normal. But you are kind of backed up on the northbound side of I-35 from 45 up to William Cannon. Right now, adding about 10 minutes to your morning commute. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Abacus Plumbing, Air Conditioning, and Electrical.
Save $100 off any plumbing, AC, or electrical repair, $1,000 or more. That's $100 off any repair. Schedule online today at abacusplumbing.com. Abacus, you can count on us. M20628.
This is the truck deal you've been waiting for, and Covert Chevy and Hutto is making it happen. 0% financing for 5 years on every 2026 Silverado 1500, and you won't make the first payment for 90 days. We're talking hundreds of options to choose from, with more rolling in every single day. Don't pay monthly interest on your old truck or car when you could save right now. 0% deals like this don't stick around. So come and see us at Highway 79 or head to coverthutto.com. Covert Chevy Hutto. Together, let's drive. For qualified buyers, see dealer for details.
Friday, Christian Pulisic and the U.S. kick off their World Cup dream on a huge night in L.A. USA, Paraguay, Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Fox and streaming free on Tubi.
We all have someone we love, like the favorite lyric in our favorite song. You can't imagine life without them. So tell them today, I love you. Get screened. It could help save their life. Visit cancer.org/getscreened to learn more.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Please be advised, you may want to stop eating the following foods immediately: broccoli, kale, blueberries, quinoa, spinach.
I thought those were good for me.
What's healthy for one person may cause inflammation for another. So how do you know what your body actually needs? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple at-home gut health test that analyzes your real-time biology to give you personalized nutrition guidance and custom supplements. Learn more at Viome.com/gut. V as in Victor, IOME.com/GUT. And use coupon code GUTHEALTH50 to save $50 off your purchase.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It's time to warm up that scoreboard and get ready to bring home the win with Specs. Specs has you covered with lower prices on all your favorite fan fuel. From craft beer, rare spirits, and world-class wine to chips, dips, and gourmet finer foods. And with same-day delivery when you order online or through the app, Specs is your MVP for the biggest score of the game. At Specs, the fun starts here.
Here's to you, cheers to savings.
Since 1936, Shipley Donuts has been a Texas tradition, and now Dripping Springs wakes up with them. Start your mornings right with fresh baked donuts, soft warm kolaches, and hot coffee made fresh daily at Shipley Donuts, located at 13341 West Highway 290 in Dripping Springs. They're open bright and early at 5 a.m. because at Shipley's, donuts don't just taste good, they make people happy. Skip the line and order ahead at shipleydonuts.com or on the Shipley's app. Start happy, stay happy.
Livestrong supports the first responder ride from Boston to New York. Register at livestrong.org/ride.
From the Audio Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KVET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app. Longhorns football plays here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to the Sports Radio 1300 The Zone. Coming up at 8 o'clock, we'll have Texas baseball coach Jim Slossner.
Yeah, we will.
Live from Omaha as he breaks down the Horns trip and the expectations of being in Omaha. Speaking of getting a chance to play for a national championship, Texas softball went back-to-back, but they were losing some players to eligibility, portal, and, of course, moving on to the pro level. So they got to make some changes. And when the transfer portal opened, former Arizona State catcher Samantha Swan has now transferred to the University of Texas. She's got 1 year of eligibility remaining. She happens to play catcher, which is being vacated now by Reese Atwood, who has now started her professional career. And the other part of it is it leaves Katie Stewart from having to go play catcher and leave her at first base. So they went out and got a first-team all Big 12 selection to come and replace. Last year, she slashed 383, 700, and 450 with 69 hits, 55 RBIs, 12 home runs. And if you remember, she played against Texas here in the regional the super regional, with a chance to go to the World Series. She happened to hit a home run. And oh yeah, by the way, she is from Georgetown, Texas. So she gets to come home. And their family posted pictures yesterday of her when she was a little girl, and she was wearing Texas gear. So she's coming back home. I wouldn't be surprised if they bring in another superstar. We're waiting to find out if that's going to happen, but Texas is replacing some of the stars that they had.
Well, that's awesome, man, especially being that in the super regional, you got to see her up close in person because she put one over the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So, you make that wall your home, maybe she can knock a few out, more than 12.
Yeah. No doubt. So it's also, it's a good opportunity for Texas to fill a void, obviously, with Reese Atwell. You'd never be able to replace her, but you got some talent that is there, and she is going to be perfect. So when she was at Texas, she helped Georgetown reach the finals as a senior. She was all-state second team. She was two-time academic all-district as
Come on
well.
now, that's awesome.
So Texas is getting somebody that wanted to be a Longhorn, that looks like a Longhorn, and she will now don the Texas Longhorn
And sometimes
uniform.
you don't get the opportunity to play for the team that you love because they just didn't recruit you like that. Now her being able to come full circle, I know it's awesome.
Yeah, it's a great thing. So congratulations to the Swan family. Coming up next, we'll talk Texas baseball with the head man, Jim Schlossnagle, as Texas makes its 39th trip to the College World Series. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Your city deserves a safer, fairer ride. Fair.coop is coming soon with no surge pricing, no hidden fees, fair, transparent fares, and rides up to 20% cheaper. Drivers can earn up to 90%, and you can refer riders or drivers to earn free rides or commissions. Download now for the world's safest ride. Fair.coop, official partner of iHeartRadio. Download the app now at fair.coop/iHeart. That's FARE.coop/iHeart.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
I'm Burt Ward, Robin from TV's Batman, and I believe there's nothing more precious than life. 20 years ago, we got a dog for our daughter. Then she fell in love with 2 Great Dane puppies. We were worried about the short lifespan of dogs. We created natural, non-GMO Gentle Giants dog and puppy food and a special feeding and care program to add years to the lives of our dogs. And we'd like to do the same thing for you and your dog. Life doesn't have to be too short for your best friend. Now in your local H-E-B, Target, and Petco store.
Gentle Giants for life. We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9871. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9871. That's 800-575-9871. Tax Relief Advocates, real solutions for real people.
When it comes to family law, a lot has changed in recent years, so assumptions can be costly. If you see or sense a change coming in your family life that could have legal implications, it's important to know where you stand. What are your rights and responsibilities? Getting good legal advice early is never a bad idea. I'm Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. If you or anyone you know is facing a family law issue, start with a consultation. Visit CordellCordell.com.
Austin, San Antonio, and St. Louis.
National Outlet Shopping Day is June 11th to 14th at Simon Premium Outlets and Mills. It's the biggest outlet savings event of the year with 4 days of jaw-dropping deals. Become a Simon Plus member to pick up a limited edition tote bag while you're there. Plus, get cash back, points, and perks when you shop. Join for free at simonplus.com. Benefits awarded subject to rewards programs terms at plus.simon.com/terms and official rules posted on site. While supplies last. Ends on June 14th, 2026.
iHeartRadio wants you to see Five Finger Death Punch and Cody Jinks live in the city of your choice. We'll handle everything, including the Gold Merch VIP package. Just tap the contest tab when you're listening to us on the free iHeartRadio app to enter. Tickets at livenation.com.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KVET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer, Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to hour number 2 of the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone and always free on the iHeartRadio app. The Texas Longhorns are making their 39th trip to the College World Series, and what better way to talk about the College World Series than talk to their head coach, Coach Jim Schlossnagle of the Texas Longhorns after a super regional. It got a little hairy a couple times, but guess what? Way to get it done. Quality pitching and expectations of being in Omaha were met. Coach, congratulations, and how excited are you to be at the College World Series once again for your 8th time?
Yeah. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, super fired up, man. From the moment we got to the ballpark yesterday to load the bus and had the great send-off from our fans. Landed in Omaha last night, took the kids by the ballpark so they got to see all that, kind of knocked that off the list so they can take all their pictures and their Instagram stories and their Snapchats and all the things so we can get so we can get down to baseball. Had a great team meal last night. Walked down to my favorite ice cream spot here in Omaha, Ted and Wally's, and then went to bed, man. And we're fired up this morning to have practice this afternoon and opening ceremonies tonight. So this is the pearly gates of college baseball up here in Omaha. We're fired up.
Coach, I'm glad you mentioned something about food. Before I get to my point, I want to hear what your order was. What did you eat last night?
Well, it was a team meal, so it was like with our whole travel party. So it was a set menu, and I went with the 8-ounce filet and some mashed potatoes and asparagus, a good salad, and then went and got me a good bowl of ice cream, buddy.
Solid. Coach, I want to pay you a great compliment. Like, you in the last series, you did a masterful job in orchestrating your bullpen as opposed to leaving one guy to try to fend for himself. Like, it was really, really masterful. I think that's something that you're going to be known for. I hope to see more of that in this in the World Series. Is everybody rested now?
Yeah, I think everybody's in a really good spot, and I think in those short series like a super, you got to win the games you can win, and you got to pitch the best pitchers when they're available. I mean, and Luke Harrison was, we've been preparing for this all year. That's why we did what we did in the conference tournament, is bring Luke out of the bullpen, bring Dylan out of the bullpen, just to kind of get them that experience, and then that's exactly what came up in game one of the Super Regional. And then the second game, things got a little hairy. Burns came in a 2-strike count, and it's just I've been around the block a few times, and I've made moves that haven't worked, and you learn from their screw ups. I don't know if they're going to work. I just think it's the best chance in the moment, and certainly in Omaha, the goal was you got to stay in the winner's bracket, because the longer you're in the winner's bracket, the more off days you get. And when you get those off days, then your pitchers get a day of rest, and you can use your best pitchers more often. Of course, the other teams can do that too. And our entire bracket is full of great SEC teams. So this is going to come down to, who plays the best in the moment up here in Omaha.
Coach, I was had a conversation the other day about your squad, and the conversation was around the defense. Your defense has been shored up, even with the injuries and having to maneuver guys around. But that starts with throwing strikes, because as a defensive player, I know if my guys are going to be around the plate, I'm going to be ready for action. When you start walking guys, that's when the lapse in defense. Talk about your defense and how well they've been playing so far.
Yeah, I mean, again, go back to the saying we've talked about before: everything in life happens for you, not to you. And we had some injuries early on, and we never could really figure out our outfield until Darian Pendergrass finally got healthy. He didn't really get healthy till the very end of the season, and we knew he was a premium defender in center field and has an identity at the plate to be able to at least get on base. I think every great defense, every great baseball team, there's never been a good baseball team with a bad catcher. And when you have a really good catcher in Tenney, you have a good shortstop in Rodriguez, and you have a good center fielder in Pendergrass, and that's a good place to start on defense. And then the Mendoza injury, although we miss him and he's a really good defender as well, I do believe Casey is really kind of come into his own at third base. Tamo has taken to second base really well. And Larson's played an awesome first base, knock on wood. And I think Robbins and Pack are kind of in their natural position. I think Pack can play center field, and we'll see what that looks like, this upcoming fall. But I think Robbins is in his natural spot. And so, yeah, I mean, we need this practice today, though. We got to, we're back on grass and dirt, which is different than our field. So hopefully, if the rain doesn't mess us up, we'll get on the field today and here in Omaha, and then we'll practice at a high school tomorrow and get ground balls on that grass and dirt and be ready for Saturday night.
Coach, I want to let you know that I'm going to steal what you just said, that things happen for you, not to you. That's going to be on my social media page today.
So have at it, buddy.
I'm going to plagiarize you.
Well, I can't. I think I actually heard that in a sermon at my church one time, but yeah, it was one of those things that we don't like the things that happen. Nobody likes the negative things that happen in your life. But many times, especially as you grow older, you look back and you say, holy cow, that was horrible in the moment, but wow, look what direction it led me, or led the team, or led my life. And so, yeah, I mean, that really applies to the sport of baseball.
Coach, you talk about it all the time. We're talking to Texas baseball coach Jim Schlossnagle, as Texas baseball is back in Omaha for the 39th time in program history. Coach is making his 8th trip to the College World Series, and the first with the Texas Longhorns. But Coach, you talk about it all the time, the gauntlet of the SEC. And here you have 5 SEC teams that are now in the College World Series. Speak to the fact that the conference is so strong that you get 5 to the College World Series. And, of course, the team that you did not play this year is the team that you get in the first round of the College World Series, and they just happen to win the conference.
Yeah. I mean, the strength of the SEC is shown out in Omaha almost every year, whether it be the team that wins the national title or teams that at least play for it. I don't know what the numbers are exactly, but it's certainly a lot of years in a row where there's been at least one team playing for it. A couple of years ago at A&M, we were up here, and 4 of the teams were from the ACC and 4 were from the SEC. And certainly, this year we have 5 of them here. So it is what it is. Excited to play Georgia. I've been watching them on TV, all season. They're obviously a lot of fun to watch with how powerful their offense is, and the pitching staff is just big power arms. And so, we finished 1-2 in the league. So you might as well kind of duke it out in the College World Series if there's ever a place to see them. But they're prepared. We are prepared. I thought Oregon was one of the better teams we played the whole season. That was an upper division, upper SEC caliber club. So I like where our players' heads are, and may the best team win.
Coach, is this going to be one of those classic big time battles in the phone booth? 2 big hitting teams with great pitching?
That's what it's shaping up to be. Just when you think it's going to be one of those kind of games in baseball, it can go the opposite direction. But I'm actually going to be real interested to see how the ballpark plays, because if you look at the weather upcoming, there's a little bit of chance of rain on that day, and there's actually a cool front coming through. The wind normally, the south wind in Austin blows out at Dish Falk. The south wind in Omaha blows dead in, but it's going to be a north wind. So I think the wind's going to be blowing out. So it could go from a pitcher's duel to a little bit of a banger. So we'll see.
Coach, before we let you go, obviously what a great season, but we know that the ultimate goal is play well during the season to get to Omaha, but get to Omaha and win that national title. I know that the pitching staff is set up the way it's going to go, but talk about Sam Cozart. Sam Cozart being able, Dylan Volantis handing him the trophy basically back-to-back. First time ever in the history of the award that pitchers from the same school win it back-to-back. And the big fella at the end of it said, we're going to Omaha. Let's go win this thing. You got to just love those kinds of moments, don't you?
Yeah, I really do. You love it when we had a team meeting earlier in the week, and I was, kind of telling the guys about my experiences in Omaha and all the distractions that are up here. And then Luke Harrison had some, I won't share it with you guys, but he had some incredible things to say about, being up here with purpose and intent, and kind of have the rest of the summer to spend with, your family and your girlfriend. This is what, even if we win this thing, this team will never play together in 10 or 11 days from now. They'll never be together again. This team, even if we win it. So you might as well soak it in. But yeah, those guys are driven. I think they want to, they understand what the standard is at Texas. Cozart's obviously had an awesome year, and more than likely he'll move into the weekend rotation next year. And hopefully we have a couple kids in our recruiting class that can maybe come in and have that kind of impact and win that award for a 3rd time.
Yeah, that's outstanding.
That would be awesome.
And I'm glad Anthony Pack Jr. got an award from another group, because I was kind of figuring out how a guy from the SEC get Freshman of the Year.
Hardge is not going to let it go.
I'm not letting it go.
Why you won't let it go?
Because he won it. He won it.
Yeah.
For the SEC.
Coach, what's your take on it? Do you think that if you win it in this conference, that's supposed to be the best conference in baseball, you should win it nationally, right?
I think that, I'm certainly biased, but I think anytime there's one player in the entire league, I don't even know if this has been mentioned, one player in our entire league that hit over 400 in conference play, and that's Anthony Pack. That's not like Daniel Jackson he's going to win the Golden Spikes, and he should. 30 homers. He's got close to 30 stolen bases. The catcher at Georgia, I think he hit like 390 something in conference games, but and he's an upperclassman. But what Pack did this year, hitting the middle of the lineup at Texas with all of the eyes on him and that level of exposure, I'm definitely biased toward Anthony. Feel like he should have won that. And there's a few coming. There's a few more awards to be announced. So let's just see old Coach Mike there, if his wishes aren't granted.
See that, Mike?
My man.
Relax,
There it
relax.
is. You know, Coach Mike be getting fired up for his players, man. Got to look
Oh,
out.
he had to say what you was gonna call the war.
Yeah, I can't believe you're not wearing an Anthony Pack T-shirt, man. You're all over that guy. I love it.
Hey, Coach, I've had to hear it all week.
That's good. He's a great kid. He's a good one to root for. That's for sure.
No doubt. As always, Coach, best of luck. Go get him this weekend, and we'll talk next week.
All right, take care, guys. Hook 'em.
There he is, Coach Jim Schlossnagle, getting ready for the College World
I love
Series.
talking to him, man.
Coming up next, we're going to love talking to our guy, Ray Jackson of the Fab Five. He will break it down on what we saw in New York yesterday, right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
It's Bucky and BK with Bucky Godbolt and Brad Kellner.
And our guy Hardball Hardge has himself a catchphrase now.
Bang, bang, he hit that thing.
Bang, bang, he hit that thing. Yeah, it sounded like me last weekend. Yeah, bang, bang, I hit that thing. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, Saturday night, my eyes get all big. And bang, bang, I hit that thing. There you go, Hardge. That was pretty good.
Catch Bucky and BK weekday afternoons from 5 to 7 on AM 1300 The Zone.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there
for a weekend full of superstar performances. Capital One cardholders, pre-sale is live right now.
Your first access to iHeartRadio Music Festival tickets.
Plus the chance to add an access pass for an exclusive pre-concert event
with Weezer.
48 hours while they last. Get yours at iHeartRadio.com/Capital One.
From the Lawrence and Lawrence Traffic Center.
Reports of a crash in the right lane on I-35 northbound at Onion Creek Parkway has you backed up from the 45 southeast toll. Other slow spots this morning, Mopac southbound 5 minutes added to the drive from Duval over to Enfield, and some light brake taps on Loop 360 southbound from Spicewood Springs to Bee Cave. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is brought to you by Hectra.org.
The places you can go with an Easy Tag, and it's not just toll roads throughout Texas. You get seamless toll travel in Oklahoma, Kansas, Florida, Colorado. Get your Easy Tag at hctra.org.
DraftKings Sports is live in all 50 states. Yes, that means you, Texas. The whole world is watching one tournament right now. Group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time heartbreak. The DraftKings Sports app now is live in Texas. So whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or late match at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Texas, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers sign up with code AM1300. Spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards. That's code AM1300. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issue in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends June 28th. Terms dkng.com/predictions promo.
50 years in the Lone Star State. A one-stop shop so you're never late. Price is so low that you want to know
Which way to Specs?
Come on, let's go.
Specs Wine Spirits and Fine Foods. World-class service, that's all about you.
Shout Specs, it's how we do. A huge selection since 62. Shout Specs, low price, amazing. Here's to you. Shout, cheers to savings.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%. And there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-403-5566. That's 800-403-5566. 800-403-5566.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Since 1936, Shipley Donuts has been a Texas tradition, and now Dripping Springs wakes up with them. Start your mornings right with fresh baked donuts, soft warm kolaches, and hot coffee made fresh daily at Shipley Donuts, located at 13341 West Highway 290 in Dripping Springs. They're open bright and early at 5 a.m. because at Shipley's, donuts don't just taste good, they make people happy. Skip the line and order ahead at shipleydonuts.com or on the Shipley's app. Start happy, stay happy.
Now's your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, TRIP. That's TRIP. Enter it now. Longhorns baseball plays here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
It says it right there. We're here to speak the truth. And what better way to speak the truth than talking to our guy, Ray Jackson, LBJ legend, and of course, a member of the Fab Five at Michigan. He's our correspondent when it comes to this NBA basketball finals. And Ray, in the words of Hardball Hardge, what the hell did we just see last night, my man?
Mike, fellas, thanks for having me on again, but I'm suffering from a hangover, brother. I hope you can hear it in my voice, man. A basketball hangover. I'm disgusted, man. I don't know what happened last night, Mike, man. That was humiliating. I know a lot of Spurs fans are going crazy today. It was hard to wake up to the news today, but that was the worst basketball quarter I ever seen in my life, brother.
Ray, I just got a text from a friend of mine. He went to sleep at the end of the third quarter, and he just woke up and texted me and was like, man, call me. What happened? This is ridiculous. I'm looking at the news, and I'm sitting here kind of laughing and wondering, do you think that there was a lot of people that tuned out and went to sleep because they thought it was in the bag?
Well, no, Mark, I tuned out and started watching the NCAA track meet. Some didn't go to sleep. I started watching track. And I couldn't, oh, man, I felt so bad, bro. I felt bad for the young coach. I felt bad for the young team. It was humiliating. But I have to put this on the Spurs coaching staff and the organization. You have to find a real point guard. These games are being lost in the last minutes of the game, the last quarter of the game, because you don't have the proper leadership on the court, man. To come down and shoot all those threes and not use no time, not get no inside buckets. Let me say this, bro, and this is one of the things I get so disgusted with basketball and people not understanding the rules. They were in the bonus with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter and shot maybe 4 free throws from that point on. I mean, from everything to execution to understanding IQ at the end with Fox trying to make the layup, man, it was one of the most humiliating games to watch I've ever seen, bro.
Ray,
it was crazy.
Ray, you played high-level, intense basketball most of your life, probably since you were about 8. The biggest killer in basketball when you have a 15-point lead is the 4 corners. Why do we not see the team spread out, force them to allow some of these guards to get to the basket, and then try to make a play?
This game has fell in love with the 3-point line. The 3-point line is fool's gold, and it has tricked our young generation out of playing the game correctly and to its totality. They're leaving from the free throw line open. They don't even run plays underneath the free throw line to execute to get Wemby possessions on the block. Like it's no way I would allow my big to stay at the 3-point line or run high screening rolls with somebody that's 7 foot, bro. Like it just makes no sense, man. It's humiliating, to have guys that are professional basketball players that don't understand the value of possessions in these situations. It's crazy. And not have coaches. Like one of your assistant coaches should pull your coattail and let's call a timeout. Let's get some inside touches. You come down and shoot 8 threes in a row.
8.
That's humiliating.
So we're talking to Ray Jackson. And Ray, watching it and paying attention, and you just said something about knowing the value of every possession. Turnovers kill you, but you know what else kills you? Long rebounds. When you're shooting threes, you talked about it. The mid-range has been lost in this ball game, especially when you said they were in the bonus. That is the thing that drives me nuts. And you've been around me. When I look up at that scoreboard and I see the next foul is bonus time, my guards or whoever needs to be attacking the basket, not trying to shoot threes. How is that not being discussed by the entire coaching staff? Forget Mitch. Talk about everybody else that's on that bench, not reiterating that.
I have a problem with that. But let me touch on something that I really, really was excited about as a basketball fan. Mike Brown played his entire roster yesterday trying to find that one spark plug, bro. And he found it in Alvarado late in the game.
That's right.
And he rolled like a lot of people don't understand the intricate parts of the coaching thing, man. He was trying to find that switch, and it finally clicked for him, and he rode that energy and wave out and it saved him. San Antonio has not been able to do that. It seems like everything is programmed. Like some of these games, even like game 1 and 2, that was your energy. Ride that wave. I think the Spurs really need to look at their coaching staff moving forward. I think the young man is great in place, but he needs some true support behind him. He needs some help. And I think this series will help everybody from the guards, Wemby, the coaching staff to grow for next season. And let me say this, everybody's expendable on that team except Wemby, Casper, and Harper. I need a point guard and another 4-man, 5-man that can help Wemby.
That's a good point you made. But with what they have, they should be able to win with veteran coaching. And I have my world's strongest take coming up here in a second. And I want you to listen to it because it's going to be critical. And I don't want Spurs fans to be mad at me because it's about history. Last night, something happened in the NBA that never, ever happened before. And I'm going to do a deep dive, and I'll have information tomorrow on the ABA, if it happened in the ABA, because I have a link, and I'm going to ask them. I need to know. And the Spurs have touched this 3 or 4 times this year, where they've done something that no team that has ever done in the NBA. And it's been on the negative side. And Coach Popovich is not on the sideline. And yes, Mitch is a disciple. There's been many disciples of Coach Pop, but they're not him.
Exactly.
And Mitch is going to have to play his way into it. I'm not assassinating him. I'm not coming for him. I actually really like him. But there needs to be a little bit of leniency because Just like you have rookie mistakes happening by rookies and 2-year players, you having the same thing as the coach.
But I'm going to tell you this, Mark, and it worries me, though. Let me say this. We're not coming for his job. But one thing OKC was able to do was mesh the personalities behind the scenes so they could stay together and make solid runs. I want to see, can the young coach mesh those personalities and keep those guys together and not have that team break up? It's bigger than X's and O's with me when I look at those situations. You understand? So I want to see if you can keep peace between that young core to where they want to continue to thrive together. You understand? And on a lighter note, and I hate to say this, the Spurs should have swept the Knicks. The officials have been cheating for the Spurs the entire series, and they have blown this. We should have woke up today with a 4-0 sweep, and this series was over, and the title was in Texas, if we're being brutally honest. Wemby should have got suspended one game. He should have been kicked out. Because what he did the other night was worse than the Minnesota series. So for the Spurs to not take advantage of the referees and everything, because to be honest, they have the better team. But the coaching staff, I really feel like you're saying Mr. Mark has let them down this year. It should have been a 4-0 sweep. And I think lack of leadership has led to them being down 3-1 at this point.
Listen
now,
to
I'm
the
a never say die person.
I want you to listen to it because, like, I'm gonna call you when we get off the air, because we agree and we disagree at the same time. I don't know if the Spurs would have swept them, but I do think that this series should be 2-2. Minimum, minimally.
Minimum 3-1. Because at the end of game 2, in those possessions, I look back, you know, I watch Pop walk on the court instantly when they gain possessions because he understands that we can advance that basketball and we get the last shot. My decision-making is better than any 5 dudes on the court. I am the coach.
Right.
And when you assume that position, you stop the play. It's NBA basketball. I can advance. It's not college or high school. So when I look back at late game situations, it's not on the players at all times. I was in a situation where we had a player make a mistake and call a timeout. That was on the player. You understand?
Right.
Those situations, when you can control it and stop the clock and stop the momentum or the possession and gain control of it, that's on you as a coach and coaching staff. I can't put that on the young kids. They 20, 21. Some of these kids played 1 year of college ball. Some of them haven't even played. I learned the value of possessions in college. That's why I hate how they ruined the game and not, allowing these kids to go through the proper channels to learn the IQ of basketball. And AAU basketball is failing us because they just running up the court, shooting threes, and not teaching the true parts of the game. So it's a lot to this that bothers me, bro. It really is. It's very irritating. It's hard to sleep after games like that.
Yeah, it is.
It's definitely hard to sleep.
As always, brother, we appreciate your insight, and we'll continue these conversations. So hopefully the Spurs will get us back out here on Monday. We'll holler at you then, brother.
Die.
That's right.
Never say die.
We saw that from the Knicks.
Spurs.
We saw that from the Knicks. Never say die. You right. There he is, Ray Jackson, Fab Five member. Coming up next, we've got the world's strongest take by the world's strongest man right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeart Radio app.
Legends of the locker room. We just going live and we taking over just for you. Legends of the locker room. Legends of the locker room.
From the Lorenz and Lorenz Traffic Center.
About a 15-minute slowdown due to reports of an accident on the 130 toll road northbound around University Boulevard. You're backed up here from Highway 79. Over on 183 southbound, an accident just after Anderson Mill has the right shoulder blocked off. And there's still a crash in the right lane northbound on I-35 at Onion Creek Parkway. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Bet Online.
One tournament and the world stops here, as this one's on home soil. And it's yours. Your call, your action, live lines, and no limits. It's your year for the biggest soccer tournament. Bet Online has all the action you need. Bet on at Bet Online.
Good things come in fours.
like ukulele strings, boy band members, and PayPal Pay in 4. No fees, no interest, no impact on your credit score. Just the flexibility to pay the way that works for you. Strum it, hum it, pay it in 4. Download the PayPal app to get started. Subject to approval. Learn more at paypal.com/payin4. PayPal Inc. NMLS 910457.
Before they can cheer your name, you've got to make one. At Spurs Sports Academy, we're helping young athletes do just that with year-round basketball camps and tournaments for kids of all ages. It's all part of our mission of inspiring lifelong memories and building character through competition. To find your way to play, text HOOPS to 210-444-5021 or head over to spurs.com/sportsacademy.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. An elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Your Austin weather, cloudy early, then partly cloudy for your Thursday afternoon, a high of 93, a nighttime low in the upper 70s. Friday, morning clouds, afternoon sunshine, a high of 93.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America, sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026, dedicated to offering solutions to help businesses meet their goals locally and globally. More at bankofamerica.com/gamechangers. That's bankofamerica.com/gamechangers.
Everyone's talking about the FIFA World Cup.
But did you know the only place to hear the action for free is iHeartRadio?
What on earth have we just witnessed? iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026
live.
Can you believe it?
Every unforgettable moment,
Wherever you are.
lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Just search World Cup.
And don't miss the U.S. men's team's first match Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
The world will be listening.
How about you?
This World Soccer Report is sponsored by MyPlates.com.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
After years of anticipation and preparation, the World Cup is finally here. U.S. Captain Tim Ream says he feels good about where the team is at ahead of their first match.
You know, it's been a long 2 weeks, hard 2 weeks, but guys are in a great position.
The U.S. opens the World Cup against Paraguay tomorrow in Los Angeles. More than 5,000 fans attended a practice session in Irvine on Monday.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
The world's biggest soccer celebration is here. Show your team spirit beyond game day with a MyPlates personalized plate. Choose your message, your style, and your colors. Create yours today at myplates.com.
Hey, it's Coach Sark. Now back to the morning kickoff with Hardge and Henry on your radio home for the Longhorns, 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone and always free on the iHeartRadio app. You heard the beat drop, so you know what that means. WWE Hall of Famer and World's Strongest Man, the Mark Henry, brings you his World's Strongest Take. Take it away, big fella.
All right.
Yes.
You know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's time for the World's Strongest Take by the World's Strongest Man, Marcus Back then they didn't know. But now that I'm hot, they all know. All right. Another edition of the World's Strongest Steak. With a heavy heart, I have to do this because I take no pleasure in this at all. I'm gonna go with what I have to say about the Spurs first, and then I'm going to get to my take. The Spurs have to do a better job of attacking the basket with purpose. They have to have experience or experiences in order to develop that muscle that can get that done. And the only thing that's going to do that is time and practice. The best practice is in game time experience. So they've gotten more game time experience than the rest of the league because they're in the finals. So let's not assassinate them because they got there. But while you're there, you need leadership. The leadership is not there. It's not there at point guard, and it's not there as the coach. Not assassinating the point guard, because people have done enough of that. Not assassinating Miss Johnson. The media is doing enough of that right now. All you got to do is go online. What I'm saying is, guys, be patient. I'm going to be the voice of reason briefly about the Spurs. They do not have the experience. There's no way they should have done or gave up 15-point lead in the fourth quarter. All they had to do was spread the floor and dribble the ball out and then attack the basket and get fouled or make a shot, a mid-range shot where you don't have a long rebound where they can get down the floor easily. And you have time to get your defense back in front. That would take more time. The coach could have went out and called a timeout several times. Did not do it. Why? Watching the game. Not enough experience of being the coach. When you're an assistant, you tend to sit and watch and collect data and give it to them during the breaks and at halftime. He's going to have to work that muscle to be able to say, no, I'm going to make a decision right now. Takes time. Okay, now I'm going to get to my take. My take is this. They are playing the New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson is a monster, y'all. If I was going to pick out of 10, in my top 10 players in the NBA, he would be in my top 10 because of intelligence, anticipation, and passion and heart. I want him on my team. The other thing is the fact that championship pedigree. Did you notice that Anunoby affected the game, not just scoring, not just rebounding, not just defending, but he made a key play on defense on a blocked shot against a guy that probably should have pulled up. Yeah, he probably should have pulled up. Ran the clock, got fouled. They have a better chance to win the game. But Anunoby made that play. Offensively, his teammate shoots, misses, he hustles and gets to the basket, tips the ball in to win the game. Championship pedigree. There are 3 guys that won championships that won NBA championships. 2 on the Spurs, Cornette and Barnes, And the guy that affected the game the most for the Knicks, Anobi, won one when he was with the Raptors. Guess what he did in the championship game? He got the rebound. He got it to Kawhi. Kawhi hit a shot. They won the championship. Anobi affected the game because he is a dog. The Spurs don't have that guy on their team yet. They're not developed mentally, physically. Like Charles Barkley said years ago, they run like deer, they jump like deer. Sometimes they think like deer. The Spurs have to develop. Be patient, fans. Do not get on the, fire the coach. Man, trade Fox. Don't get on the hate wagon. Don't do it. Let them get better. There was a time when I was not great. God blessed me to have a lot of time to where I could practice and get better and study. My take is this, Hardge. Spurs fans should be patient with this team. The coach needs grace. Fox needs grace. Wemby needs grace. Kobe Bryant was not always Kobe Bryant. I watched him because I love the Lakers. You know I love the Lakers. And I watched Kobe fail miserably. Air balls, miss shots, fall down. Wemby falls down and flails a lot too. A lot of similarities. But they're going to come into power soon. And it may be next year. 70 wins. Those are the type of teams that's coming. My take is be patient. What say you?
It's great, Mark. That was outstanding. No. I'm going the exact opposite. They've been ahead in every single game. You had a 27-point lead. You failed yourself by not being smart. You worked your way to that lead. You failed. First game, they were up 14 points. Lost by 10. The second game, had a wide open jumper to win it. You lost. You failed yourself. Don't matter who the age of all that. You've worked your behind to get to that point. You had the lead. You're a better basketball team. You won 62 games this year. You failed. San Antonio fans should be pissed because you gave up a 29-point lead. You could have coached the team, Mark, and they wouldn't have gave up a 29-point lead. They were up by 14 and lost by 10 in game one. That has zero to do with anything other than knowing basketball. You said it to Ray. Ray, you've been playing high-level basketball since you were 8 years old. What did Ray say? Knowing the clock. We know that. How can guys getting paid a lot? How are guys that are getting paid a ton of money not know that? It has zero to do with experience. It has everything to do with basketball IQ. Charles Barkley said it. That was the dumbest game, dumbest coaching job, dumbest playing job that you could ever be a part of. And as an individual, you knew you had to get better. So what did you do? You watch film. You start breaking down stuff. You start understanding how your body works. Those guys get paid a lot of money to know basketball, to know it. You got to be knowing the game inside out, rules and everything that goes along with it. The common sense of basketball is look at the clock
and manage.
See how many fouls are in play. You should have been shooting. They were complaining about how many free throws they shot the game before. You got a chance to be in the bonus. You're in the bonus,
yeah,
and you're steady jacking up threes.
Yeah,
that's not maturity. That's just stupidity.
My take is patience.
Well, the Spurs fans do not have it because of what I just said.
I didn't say that you shouldn't be angry.
No.
You should be angry.
There's not going to be no patience because the opportunity was now, and everybody doesn't get a chance to go back to the finals. People get better. This is your one opportunity,
Let's put
one
a pin
shot.
in this for next year.
We are looking at this team right now that had a chance to turn San Antonio out, and they failed not only the city of San Antonio, they failed themselves because they didn't use their basketball IQ.
There is no tomorrow.
Those are high-level
Yes, there
players.
is, Marcus.
They're high-level players. When we come back, the World Cup starts today, and we'll make sure to share some information that you can be a part of right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Join Craig Way weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m.
Houston Street said the moment he knew that he needed to stick to baseball, Street was the defensive back and a good one, a good safety for Westlake. And they're playing Midland Lee in the state championship game. Cedric Benson is playing for Midland Lee. Tramples Houston Street. Just ran right over. Trampled and went on in. Houston said, I had no better indication of that. I needed to stick to baseball after that.
Only on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
About a 15-minute slowdown due to reports of an accident on the 130 toll road northbound around University Boulevard. You're backed up here from Highway 79. Over on 183 southbound, an accident just after Anderson Mill has the right shoulder blocked off. And there's still a crash in the right lane northbound on I-35 at Onion Creek Parkway. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Abacus Plumbing, Air Conditioning, and Electrical.
Always running out of hot water? You can count on Abacus to help. Get a 40 to 50-gallon water heater for just $22.99 with warranty and zero down financing, as low as $36.33 a month. Call or visit abacusplumbing.com today. M20628.
This is the truck deal you've been waiting for, and Covert Chevy in Hutto is making it happen. 0% financing for 5 years on every 2026 Silverado 1500, and you won't make the first payment for 90 days. We're talking hundreds of options to choose from, with more rolling in every single day. Don't pay monthly interest on your old truck or car when you can save right now. 0% deals like this don't stick around. So come and see us at Highway 79 or head to coverthutto.com. Covert Chevy Hutto. Together, let's drive. For qualified buyers, see dealer for details.
We are so back. National Outlet Shopping Day is coming to Simon Premium Outlets and Mills locations June 11th to 14th. Get 4 days of jaw-dropping deals at the biggest outlet savings event of the year. And pro tip, our savings guide has exclusive limited-time offers for your local center. Visit nationaloutletShoppingDay.com for details. It's an unreal deals thing. Only at Simon Premium Outlets and Mills.
We all have someone we love, like the favorite lyric in our favorite song. You can't imagine life without them. So tell them today, I love you. Get screened. It could help save their life. Visit cancer.org/getscreened to learn more.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's time to warm up that scoreboard and get ready to bring home the win with Specs. Specs has you covered with lower prices on all your favorite fan fuel. From craft beer, rare spirits, and world-class wine to chips, dips, and gourmet finer foods. And with same-day delivery when you order online or through the app, Specs is your MVP for the biggest score of the game. At Specs, the fun starts here.
Here's to you, cheers to savings.
Hi, this is Tom McKay, owner of Audiovisual Consultations. Today's home electronics can be a bit daunting. My company has spent the last 38 years making sure they are not. We carry all major brands of television and stereo equipment at prices you can't find in stores, and you don't have to leave your house. We come to you. I believe in having fun and dreaming big. If you have a dream for your home entertainment, let me know. I can make that dream come true. Anything from theaters to multi-room audio systems, lighting control, computer networks, hell, even golf simulators. We cultivate clients for a lifetime by treating everyone like their family. And we provide everything at incredibly competitive prices and install it seamlessly into your home. So relax, hug your kids, make love to your wife, and smile. Then give us a call at 512-255-8678. It's 512-255-8678 or online at avconsultations.com.
Since 1936, Shipley Donuts has been a Texas tradition, and now Dripping Springs wakes up with them. Start your mornings right with fresh baked donuts, soft warm kolaches, and hot coffee made fresh daily at Shipley Donuts, located at 13341 West Highway 290 in Dripping Springs. They're open bright and early at 5 a.m. because at Shipley's, donuts don't just taste good, they make people happy. Skip the line and order ahead at shipleydonuts.com or on the Shipley's app. Start happy, stay happy.
This July 4th, come celebrate at America's Block Party, hosted by America 250. America's Block Party is a can't-miss 4th of July concert happening at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. Experience music performances from major artists, patriotic tributes, and the kickoff to Giving Forth, helping to make July 4th the largest day of giving in American history. It's more than just fireworks. Learn more about this landmark celebration at america250.org.
Please be advised, you may want to stop eating the following foods immediately: broccoli, kale, blueberries, quinoa, spinach.
I thought those were good for me.
What's healthy for one person may cause inflammation for another. So how do you know what your body actually needs? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple at-home gut health test that analyzes your real-time biology to give you personalized nutrition guidance and custom supplements. Learn more at Viome.com/gut. V as in Victor, IOME.com/GUT. And use coupon code GUTHEALTH50 to save $50 off your purchase.
Livestrong supports the first responder ride from Boston to New York. Register at livestrong.org/ride.
Texas women's basketball plays here.
Back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300, and always free on the Heart Radio app. A lot of conversation still about the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs will be back in action tomorrow night or Saturday night as they're back in San Antonio. But you know what starts today?
What?
The World Cup. That's right, folks. The World Cup starts today. And we have a way for you to hang out with the Austin FC. That's right, the Austin FC and iHeartRadio are doing a soccer celebration at Auditorium Shores starting today at 12 o'clock. You can come down there and watch the first match as it kicks off today at 2 o'clock. Mexico will be taking on, South Africa. And that will kick off at noon today. You watch it and you get a chance to hang out. Or the match will kick off at 2. You can get there and the gates will open at Auditorium Shores starting at 12. After that is over, then tonight you got the matchup with South Korea. South Korea will be on the pitch tonight. And then tomorrow, the Zone crew will be out there tomorrow starting at 12 o'clock. For the Canada matchup, and then, of course, USA plays Paraguay that night. Make sure you get out there and have a great time. A lot of fun stuff happening with the World Cup. That's right. Who's your pick?
I'm gonna have to go with the US. I always gonna go home. I'm going with us, man.
Well, you might have a short week.
I'm going with France.
France, like that pick. I'm gonna go with. I was gonna go with France, but since you picked them, I'm not going.
You gonna go Germany?
I'm gonna go Germany. They're
probably
gonna get eliminated right away, but it's all right.
I don't think so. They big, man.
I want to thank all of our special guests today. Eric Henry of Horns 247. I want to thank Texas baseball coach Jim Schlossnagle, and of course, I want to thank Ray Jackson of the Fab Five. Make sure you stay locked in all day long. The Craig Way Show this afternoon with our guy, Craig Way, and Jake Herman, because Jake Herman has been filling in for Craig. And Jake Herman and I will be doing a pregame show Saturday, 6 o'clock. You can hear it all right here on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone. For Marcus, I'm Hardball Hardge. And just remember this, folks, don't believe everything you see, because even salt looks like sugar. Peace.
Stay connected to Texas athletics and the 40 acres with the LHN app. Watch original content, behind-the-scenes access, interviews, press conferences, highlights, classic Longhorn moments, and select live events. It's your home for Texas athletics content all year long. And with new stories and features